Why the Ukrainian army is so strong? The impressive success of the Ukrainian army has come as a surprise to the world. The Ukrainian armed forces are an army of free people, mostly civilians in uniform. In this video we will talk about the phenomenon of the Ukrainian army and why it's so strong. Welcome to my channel, my name is Christina and I'm from Ukraine. My hometown is Kiev, and since the full-scale invasion I with all my family have been staying in our home in Ukraine. In recent years we have lost a lot, experienced a lot and overestimated a lot. For the last year I have been talking about life in Ukraine, partly about the military events, but also about Ukraine as a country in general, about its cities, medical system, education system and much more. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and enjoy watching. While all the world media and analysts point to the professionalism of Ukrainians armed forces, responsible training and 8 years of reforms in the army, if we count from the first invasion of Ukraine in the spring of 2014, the deeper answer may be the opposite. The Ukrainian defense forces, which the people call the army in one word, are so successful and capable because they are composite mainly of civilians. Yes, it's true that over the 8 years of the hybrid war, Ukraine has implemented impressive reforms in the defense sector, trained a modern army in spirit and form, but it was still too small to resist a full-scale invasion. So of course we received weapons from our partners and we continue to receive them. And we thank every country and every person individually for supporting our country. But now I will talk about the phenomenon of the Ukrainian army, without which nothing would be possible. 7 times this is a figure quoted by military analysts when talking about the increase in the size of the Ukrainian army after February 24th, 2022. Just imagine 7 times in 1 year. This means that the backbone of the armed forces is a professional, well-trained and well-mannered army, but the mathematical majority of the army is still yesterday's civilians. These are the people of the different professions who stood in line in front of military recruitment offices in the first days of the invasion, the people who took to the streets in the first months without heavy weapons, the people who stopped tanks with their bare hands, and the people who decided to join the army later on, and hundreds of thousands who were mobilized in the following months to man military units. The Ukrainian army now consists mainly of civilians. Yes, there are men and women wearing camouflage uniform with chevrons. They receive a salary from the Ministry of Defense and carry weapons. But they have a civilian education and a civilian background. Teachers, IT specialists, doctors, drivers, bakers, managers, hairdressers, construction workers, stylists, waitresses, singers, farmers. These and other civilian professions are the backbone of the Ukrainian army today. They are fighting temporarily to return to their usual workplace. For them, war is a pause in their normal life. That is many soldiers in addition to their newly acquired military specialty have another specialty in their pockets. In fact, people with 2 degrees are fighting. This has both positive and negative aspects because the new soldiers weren't educated according to military standards. Accordingly, they are poorly adapted to army discipline, which is a disadvantage, but at the same time they are proactive and often take responsibility at crucial moments, which is a definite plus. Systemic advantage over the Russian army, which suppresses any initiative and tends to be overly centralized in all areas. While the Russian soldiers wait for an order from above, a Ukrainian soldier makes his own decisions, creatively uses available means and weapons, improvises, contrives events, and emerges victorious from the battle. It's also about motivations, because Ukrainians clearly understand why they are in the army. They came to defend their land. And Ukrainians are no other choice when orcs come to our home. The Ukrainian army of free people has intuitively recreated its archetype, the Cossacks, Zaporizhian army, or in Українське козацьке військо Запорізьке. This is an extremely powerful archetype. The Cossacks was a man who took a sword when necessary and in peacetime could cultivate a field, sowing and building whenever possible, but always having a saber at hand when threatened. The portrait of a Ukrainian soldier today is a Cossack who fights in the steppe, open to all winds and drafts, but dreams of the comfort of home. I hope this video was interesting for you, and of course, Slava Ukraini, Героям слава! Glory to our armed forces and free people. Thanks you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!